Thank you, Jen. Perfect. And I think we'll have more on that with our final speaker, Dr. Torre.
Hi. Hola. Good afternoon. Here's the first one, please. Okay. In this talk, I'm going to present the information of having strong organizations to achieve sustainable fisheries. My main focus will be small-scale fisheries, which includes 22 million people from 136 countries, catching half of the production in the world. These fishers go to work every day and in the majority of the cases encounter chaos, competition, difficult to access markets, and recently, impact of climate change in their fisheries. Legal fishermen don't want to break regulations. They just want to fish and sell their products. However, there are too many ways to be illegal. For example, in Mexico, you can be illegal in 255 different combinations. From having not the fishing permit, the fishing boat, for the boat, to not complying with the correct fishing zone, capture, gear, season, target of species, plus all the labor and security laws and other regulations. And most of these fisheries live in small communities in very far places. Again, in Mexico, just an example, there are 12,000 communities, coastal communities, with less than 50,000 people. In these communities, the promise to be better opportunities and markets not always arrives as we are expecting. These communities are in constant adaptation to be resilient to the daily opportunities. They change every day. Finally, always the weather. You never know how will it be it. Nevertheless, fishers always go to the hope to have a better day than yesterday. I have been working with fishermen for the last 25 years, and where I work, we identify, and we work in 12 communities in Mexico, 3 key ingredients that are in the screen. First are the human development skills for community leaders. We know that in each community, in each of these communities, are a natural-born leader that see the common good of the community, but integrating the environment. Just a small story. 2012, I was in a small community in the Gulf of California and was talking with a fisherman, and I asked, what are you going to do tonight? And he said, it's movie time, it's movie night. And what is that? And he said, every Friday or Saturday, I rent a movie about nature, Discovery, Nat Geo, all these movies, and present to the kids. So then we realized that by promoting capacity building, that a lot of NGOs will promote that, beyond best practices in conservation and sustainable fisheries, but later we developed a curricula on leadership, common well-being, negotiation, communication, conflict resolutions, could provide more effective tools to the fishers if we want to achieve sustainable fisheries. In this photo, we can see a fisherman that is a hero, a lobster hero from the Mesoamerican Reef. He was explaining to their peers the best practices for sustainability. They are heroes. But the second ingredient, we can have great leaders, but fisheries is a collaborative activity. Some of you know that in the sea, every fisher always be helping each other. Therefore, the second ingredient is to have fisheries organizations that are legal and competitive to achieve strong social enterprises. I want to emphasize the power of organization. There are 4 steps. First, as I mentioned, be organized as a group of fishers promoting cooperation among themselves is key. Second, to be legal. And the third is to be competitive. mainly to have a healthy administration and finances, a strategic operating plan, as any company, and key alliances. Then, and just then, fishers will be able to invest in conservation and sustainable practices. In this slide, I put a photo of a woman, a fisherwoman. Half of the people, directly or indirectly, are in fisheries are women, and we are not included as much as we have to do it. We are losing a lot of their knowledge and creative solutions to address marine environmental issues. Finally, I want to conclude with two remarks. First, small-scale fishers will continue fishing and adapting to the daily pressures. They cannot wait for us, decision makers, researchers, NGO. Can wait for the paper to be published or other decisions, laws. Therefore, fishers have to be included in the decision-making process from day one. There is no one here, I think, as a fisherman, maybe, I'm not sure. As a fisher, one time mentioned in a meeting, you have to stop seeing fishers as the lions that just want to eat all the chickens. And finally, a strong governance that is inclusive, participative, transparent, with an effective accountability, and promoting collaboration will be reflected in sustainable fisheries. And thank you very much for the invitation and this opportunity. Thank you.